1899 is a show I've been looking forward to for a while now, and after binging the first season over the past weekend, I'm kind of awestruck at what an odd show it actually is. I'm not saying it's bad, quite the contrary. It's incredibly well executed with an incredibly high production quality, and I found it to be thoroughly entertaining. The thing that falls flat for me is the twist, as I felt it did a disservice to what is otherwise a remarkable new show. There's really no way to discuss the plot without revealing the mystery, so if you haven't watched 1899 yet and don't want to ruin the ending, turn away now.
Spoilers ahead.
After watching the final episode, all I could think was,
well, what's this? Well, what could this possibly be? Because it looks like you're inside a simulation. Inside a simulation.
Ugh. Of all the directions this show could have gone in, to take the simulation inside a simulation route is probably the worst one. While the initial premise of the show starts off with such promise given the ghost ship, I really had hoped they were going for something more supernatural, like an event horizon at sea. The trailers really conveyed something like that, bombarding you with symbolism and what appeared to be nightmare experiences for each character. Not to mention the Black Pyramid, an artifact the show continuously references, which I had hoped were something of real significance, like where the artifact was perhaps retrieved from some strange and remote area, like that pyramid in Antarctica, only to drive whoever possesses it to total and utter madness, Lovecraftian style. That would have explained the ghost ship and subsequent nightmare visions for everyone who boarded it. But instead, all of that heavy symbolism and significance is just hand-waved away into the cop-out that is the simulation trope. The issue here is that simulations are more akin to dreams than reality, especially if there are no life or death stakes while within the simulation. At least in the Matrix, they're crystal clear about such limitations, as death in the simulation equates to death in real life. But here, are there any comparable rules? I'm assuming if the boy can be tossed into the sea only to respawn moments later, that the same rules can apply to anyone else. It really does nothing but nullify the experiences of each character and any character development therein. If the simulation will simply be reset on an endless loop, then the story's progression is ultimately in limbo. Getting back to my central point, it's so strange to see a show perform so well at every level, from the cinematography to the acting and dialogue featuring an array of different languages, to the set pieces, or even to the initial set of dread and madness that so well permeated the first half of the season, only to shoot itself in the foot with the big reveal. It's just so strange to me that the showrunners thought this simulation trope was either clever or original, or simply they intended 1899 to become Netflix's version of Westworld. And while I'm still intrigued about where this show is going to go given the 2099 reveal, as there's a chance it may become a literal Event Horizon clone, I'm really at a loss to understand how a show that's essentially a 9 out of 10 can stumble so hard with its central premise, resulting in a less than satisfying conclusion for all of that incredible effort. Overall, I still think the show is worth watching, and is at least a 7 out of 10, but it seems like such an oddball to me, as while it's one of the best new shows of the year, the mystery it revolves around really takes it down a peg. Now, I'm going to assume if you're watching this video that you've also watched 1899 up and through its conclusion, and I'm really curious to hear what other people thought of this show, so be sure to leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, have a good turkey day, and
take it easy.